My friends, if you're like most Americans, you're gearing up for Thanksgiving. Well, you can stop now. You can stop because according to some college students, you're a racist if you celebrate Thanksgiving. My name is Howard Real. The show is called Real Truth. Item from the College Fix. As Thanksgiving draws near, the College Fix visited Macalester College in Minnesota to ask students if it's acceptable to celebrate the holiday. Most of the students said no. Several gave a qualified yes, that being it's okay to celebrate Thanksgiving as long as one keeps in mind the oppression it represents, or that it's more about spending time with family than honoring the past. For those who said no, they mainly focused on themes such as oppression and colonization. Quote, I think that Thanksgiving has been misconstrued a lot, especially in textbooks, one student told the College Fix. It's kind of just based off the genocide of indigenous people, and I don't really think that we actually give a thanks on Thanksgiving. We just eat a bunch of food, and it's just a bunch of capitalist bull, unquote. So you see that, my friends? In America, in November 2019, Thanksgiving is not acceptable. I mean, you and I, we're troglodytes, we're knuckle draggers. To us, we're celebrating a great thing, the Europeans coming to America, the beginning of what would become the United States of America. But we're just oppressors, you understand? We're racists. We're warmongers. We're slave owners. That's what your kids are being taught on college campuses today. Well, my friends, it's easy to laugh at these poor kids, because what do kids know? Well, better question, what did kids know? Kids knew a hell of a lot more when I was in college than they know today. Another thing we knew in college was to be proud of the United States of America. No one ever said our history was perfect. You would be hard-pressed to find any nation on this planet whose history is perfect. There are none. But Thanksgiving is a joyous holiday. And I weep to think that an entire generation, not just one, the last 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 generations progressively been brought up to believe that no, you should be ashamed of America. You should be embarrassed by our founders and our founding story. And that somehow we're all guilty of something. Well, my friends, that's nonsense. There is more to be proud of here in America than any place else. History hasn't been perfect, but we've done more good for the people of the planet Earth than any other nation in history. And we continue to do more good for the planet Earth than any nation in history. With everything we've given the world as far as defending democracy, as far as medical research, as far as any field in science, going to the moon, I mean, on and on and on. You know this stuff as well as I do, which leaves me scratching my head about how these kids on college campuses get turned around. I know it's college professors. I know it's the administrators and teachers they've had earlier in their school careers. I know all about that. I also know that it's parents. Yes, parents. Even if the parents didn't teach them this idiocy, they stood by, relatively uninvolved, while others taught this idiocy to their kids. They never disabused the kids of the notions that their left-leaning teachers were giving them. Parents have never taught these kids why America is a great place and why every American should be proud of it. So that's a failing of the parents. What does it say in the Bible? The sins of the parents should be visited upon the children. Well, here you are. The sins of omission by parents have now become the beliefs of the children, beliefs that will not serve them well, will not serve this country well. If you're planning on celebrating Thanksgiving, I hope you are. I hope you are. For the first time in a long time, I will be dining with people on Thanksgiving instead of by myself. But if you're joining with family, friends, and enjoy a celebration, then by all means enjoy it. Enjoy the hell out of it. Thank your maker for the fact that you're living in America, the best place to live there's ever been. And if your kids come home from school for Thanksgiving, do yourselves a favor, do them a favor, sit them down. Ask them that question. What do you think about Thanksgiving? If they give you the kind of answer these poor young souls gave, forget about trying to be liked by your children. Forget about trying to be their friend. Be their parent instead. Be their teacher and tell them why their negative feelings about Thanksgiving are all wrong. They're misguided. And tell them why they should be proud of America. And if for some reason even you don't know why, take to the internet. Type in the question, why should I be proud to be an American? Find something that will educate you. It's not part of the curriculum anymore. I remember teachers in school extolling the virtues of America. I haven't been in school in a few decades. And so I'm guessing the teachers aren't doing that anymore. From what I'm seeing, teachers are doing just the opposite. Vilifying America, condemning our framers as white men who owned slaves. Well, slaves have been owned in almost every country in this world. Unfortunately, sadly, tragically. In case your youngsters haven't found out about it yet, tell them. We fought a war, a civil war. And hundreds of thousands of Americans died in order to end slavery. There's plenty to be proud of here in America. Discuss it with your kids. Share it with your kids. Let them know. Because they're not going to find out about it anyplace else. Not from their peers. Not from their professors. Not from their school teachers. Okay, well, like I said yesterday, I will be on the air tomorrow. I will not be on the air on Thursday. But I've got a good show for you today. I promise you that. My name is Howard Real. Once again, the show is called Real Truth. We'll be right back.